What's up guys, how's everybody doing? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I'm Coach Gage and welcome back to Persistence Daily Update. So if you're on our Instagram or if you're on our YouTube page, welcome. Let's get right into it. So again, today is Monday, 11/8/2021. Our core strength today is gonna be every 2.5 minutes for 10 minutes. That means 4 rounds. You're gonna complete 18 sit-ups of your choice. So that could be V-ups, sit-ups, GHD sit-ups, whatever you choose, however you wanna do it. As well as 22 weighted Superman. So that's either with a plate or a dumbbell of your choosing. You don't have to use weight, but there's an option there as well. So make sure you find something light enough that you are able to give yourself a little bit of rest at the end of every 2.5 minutes so you can start that next one slightly fresh, right? Focus on the movement as more than the weight itself. Now, for today's workout, we're gonna be doing a chipper. It's 4-time, 18-minute time cap, where you're gonna complete 60 front squats at 135 and 95 for men to women. And then you're gonna go into 40 chest to bar pull-ups, 200 double unders, and 40 cleans at that same 135 and 95, and finish it off with 60 pistols. So that's 1 round for time as you go right through it. Find a good zone, kind of chip away at it. Now for hustle WOD, it's gonna be slightly different. It's gonna be 95 and 65 for our front squats. Then we're gonna, instead of do 40 reps of pull-ups, we're gonna do 30 banded chest to bar pull-ups with 100 double unders, cutting them in half. We're gonna go to 40 cleans at that 135 and 95, and 60 box pistols for a good time. It's gonna be 60 front squats at 65 and 45, 40 jumping bar pulls. So we're gonna bring that volume back up, but we're gonna limit the movement itself. So a little easier, just still focusing on that deep pull. 200 single unders, so back up the reps again, but less challenging movement. 40 cleans at 65 and 45 as well, and 60 air squats. For masters athletes, it's gonna be pretty close to RX, except it's gonna be 115 and 75. Same 40 chest to bar pull-ups, same 200 double unders, same 40 cleans, but again, 115, 75. And then instead of pistols, we're gonna do weighted step-ups with a single dumbbell, and it's gonna be a 35-pound dumbbell for men and 20-pound dumbbell for women. So limiting that balance and that positioning for our knees. Masters athletes, you kind of get a little bit more just a strength building movement. For teen athletes, we're gonna be really close to masters RX, but also with the RX movements itself. So 115 and 75, you'll see for the front squats. We're still doing 40 chest to bar pull-ups. We're still doing 200 double unders, and we're still doing 40 cleans at 115 and 75, but just like our RX athletes, you're gonna be doing 60 pistols. Those teen athletes can definitely push it a little bit here. Now, the whole purpose of this workout, guys, is to find a solid pace and practice your solid pace. So a lot of times we either go out too hot and we burn out on the end of this workout, or we start out too slow and we feel like at the end of the workout we went too fast. Now, sometimes that's, for me, I would like you to start out slower and finish faster, but today I want you to push the limit on some of the movements. Now, starting with front squats, 60 is a good chunk of reps, and it's not the lightest of weight, so what I want you to do is break this up in a very manageable set, because you're gonna have a lot more movements going on. So 4 sets of 15 is probably the first thing I would tell you. If you're really good, maybe do 3 sets of 20. That's a good challenge though. And then also an option is doing sets of 10. So 6 sets of 10 is a good push on this one. For the chest to bar pull-ups, this is a deep pull, and this can get challenging as you keep doing the movement. For those RX athletes, I wanna see a good 15, 15, 10. That's a good way to break it up, because it starts out 2 big chunks and a little less set. If you need to, you can drop this down to 10s. And if we really have to, we can do it in 5s, but we can't take too much time in between sets. I want you to give yourself that 5 seconds every single time you drop to get back up there and keep moving. Remember, you're only doing each of these movements 1 time through. Now the 200 double unders, all I want you to do is just chip away. I always say this a lot, smooth jumps matters a lot. So once you jump, really focus on how you land and how you jump again. You do not need to spin your wrist quickly. You do not need to jump fast. It's just smooth jumps, 1, 2. Smooth jump, 1, 2, right? You can break this in half. You can do 50s just to kind of keep your heart rate down. And then we have our cleans. It's 40 cleans. It's not a lot of cleans, and it's a little bit on that moderate lighter side. Not necessarily light, but also again, not necessarily heavy. So if you can touch and go, let's touch and go these reps. Maybe sets of 5 are actually a good way to break this up. If you're really strong, maybe do set of 10 as you go through. And then what I'd like to see is do sets, and as you get tired and you feel like you can't hold on to the bar as long, just start doing singles until you get your heart rate down again, and then start recycling the bar. Now for the last one, guys, pistols. There's really not a way to break this one up. It's 60 pistols, that's pretty much it. All I need you to do is find a rhythm and find a groove and kind of work back and forth on each leg as you kind of go. If you speed up, obviously you're gonna spike your heart rate, but I want you to see you guys pace this one and finish strong throughout the pistols. Try not to stop at all during the pistols. All right, guys, if you have any questions at all, make sure you ask your coach in your class, or you can definitely DM me and I'll answer as soon as possible I can. But make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.